Hi and welcome back, and in this one we get introduced to a space level. Now granted, this one is optional, but I wanted to give it a try. I'm playing all these sort of optional missions as well. Yeah, they give you the option to skip them, but I want to do them anyway because they're fun. And of course we saw a clip there, I believe that's from episode 3, the opening big rescue. And I should point out as well, I've also cut out the loading times. You're not missing much. Now I do like how the I forget what they're called, but how the Republic ships look like the destroyers from the original movies. You know what I mean? Like the Republican ships here look like the destroyers from the Empire in the original movies, which is what I just said. But anyway, it does show the progression of technology. You know how they got from one to the other. But anyway, this level does illustrate another selling point of Star Wars Battlefront 2. You know, an improvement over the original, and that's these space levels. And the way they're structured is you usually get 2 large ships and like an amount of space in between, and you sort of fly in between and all kinds of fun stuff. And yeah, I will say, however, that the space battle is something I had to get used to. It's not. It didn't come easy to me as the ground shooting. Now, the way it works here, you can see you sort of fly around. You do have this sort of lock-on system, but it's not really lock-on. It just sort of like, in fact, if anything, it just targets an enemy for you, but you have to aim it yourself. And I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that, because honestly, it took me a while to get good at the shooting, and even then I'm not great. But my point is, I think if these vehicles had a bit of lock-on, it would have been a bit easier for me. You sort of get these rockets and these sort of rockets. No, you get these guns and then these rockets which do more damage, you know, like your traditional flying sim. But yeah, like I was saying, it did take me a while to get used to it. But I do appreciate this feature. I think Space Battle was a really good addition to the Battlefront series. I say series, they've only ever made 2 games, but oh well. Oh, and I just noticed you can sort of see the droid command ships that were in episode 1. You just saw 2 of them down there. That's a nice touch, I suppose.
We've got a banking clan ship acting as a frigate for the droids. Destroy it. Chase down that bomber.
Now, of course, anyone who knows about Star Wars games knows that they've actually had quite a few flying simulators. Like, I think the most famous one I had on the GameCube was, oh god, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It was Star Wars Rogue Squadron Rebel Leader 2 or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's not the title, but I've forgotten it. It's escaped out of my head. And yeah, the space missions are really fairly simple. They just tell you to blow up stuff. Fairly easy. And of course, I should point out, you get different classes of ships. I've got your basic starfighter here. Although granted, if you want to blow up something big and heavy, there is a bomber class as well, which you're probably better off using. But what the hell? I was already in this ship. And here's a tactic I'll use later on. It's the fact that you fly upwards, then turn around and then shoot going downwards. I'll probably make that sound a bit more complex than it needs to be, but you know what I mean. I sort of fly back and forth, take passes at it. I do remember those vehicle flying simulators were good. You know, the Star Wars games. In fact, in one game you actually had the option to fly around the AT-ATs. You know, like in Empire Strikes Back, and like tie up their legs with a cable. That was a really cool feature. And yeah, this game actually has that battle in it. So can you do that? I think, you know, that's the thing I'll have to try out. But oh well. Oh, and boy, that game I was talking about, the Rogue Rebel Squadron Leader 2. The first level of that game was taking out the Death Star, which was pretty cool.
Fly into their hangar and land. Be careful.
Now here comes the second part of these missions, where you fly into an enemy ship and take it down from the inside. Really cool. All out. Yeah, keep your eye. Yeah, I left that in to show you an issue. Whenever you fly into a hangar, you press X and it automatically lands. And, very clumsy of me, really, is I did that without realising that he would land on top of another vehicle and destroy it instantly. Oh, and by the way, the walkthroughs and the FAQs I researched about this game also say that if you land on a Jedi, that kills them instantly. Like if your enemy is using the hero class, just land a ship on them to kill them instantly. That's sort of like a little feature or glitch about the game. Well, not a glitch, but a feature. But anyway, I point that out just so you don't make the same mistake. When you fly into a hangar, just make sure you're in empty space. Don't land on another ship. It should really be obvious, really.
Use rockets or time bombs to destroy the internal systems.
Now you can see here I'm actually playing as the Marine class. Now like I said before, if you play as the pilot class and you fly a ship, your ship regenerates health automatically, which is a really cool feature. Now when you play as the Marine, when he pilots a vehicle, you don't get that ability, but you do get some really cool firepower. Like this guy's got a rocket. He's got like a rocket launcher thing, a rifle and grenades. But you're about to see. And again, this is a really cool feature. It's like an old-fashioned pirate movie, I guess, in a sense. When two ships used to line up against each other, and like the crew members from one swing onto the other to take it down. But yeah, you take down the ship's defense systems. I do wonder, something I haven't tried in regular play. Does this make a difference? Like you can see on the outside of the ship, they have gun turrets. If you were to blow up one of these things within inside the ship, would they shut down? Or or are these just here for the mission? They don't really do anything per se. But anyway, I'm trying in vain to blow these up. Ugh. Need more firepower. I know another aspect I should point out is that when you kill enemies, they drop health and ammo. And that might seem obvious, but keep that in mind, because if you do that, you can just go for a mission and keep replenishing the same character, so you don't have to die, like I just did there. But anyway, the real reason why I did that is because I have to do something with a ship there, and it was just quicker. Well, I will admit, in this mission there isn't a time limit, so using the respawn trick wasn't necessary. But later on, there is a really hard space mission which does involve a time limit, and I actually use that respawn trick to sort of help me complete it. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Well done, gents. With flying like that, the Republic is well on its way to victory.
And you can see in the bottom left, my sort of green health bar is slowly regenerating. So, pilot for the win. And I do like how these ships look like the rebel ships from the original trilogy. Again, that's a nice touch.
After disabling the final capital ship, General Kenobi and Skywalker took advantage of the opportunity we'd created and rescued the Chancellor.
Who are those two? Really, who are those? I don't.